Hi there, welcome to the Obachanchatter. Today is Wednesday, July the 10th, 2024, and I'm here to do OB's movie review. And the movie I will be reviewing with you today is called The Bike Riders. It came out June the 21st. It's rated R, and it's a drama kind of. It's like West Side Story. That's not a musical, but not so nice at the same time, but not so bad. That don't make sense, does it? But anyway, it's directed by Jeff Nichols. Some of the actors and actresses in this are Jodie Comer, Austin Butler, and Tom Hardy. Who else? I ain't write down no. I don't have another name. So anyway, this movie grossed um $29.7 million, but the budget was 30 to 40 million. So somebody got fired at this job, but they shouldn't have. I don't think they I don't know. I think the same week that this was released, some other stuff was released too. So it didn't do the, what do they call that, the advertising. It didn't do the spend the money on advertisement like they should have. And they ain't spend the money like they should have. This was good. This was a good movie. So anyway, it takes place a year before I was born. In 1965, it's in that era, coming off the Vietnam War, and America was kind of divided, more divided than the civil. I mean, they were divided amongst themselves, like bikers, and then they called them. What did they call the guys that went to college and stuff like that? I can't pick. They called them something. They called them something. They had a nickname for guys that went to college versus those that went to war. So anyway, this happens and takes place in 1965 in Chicago. And this guy sitting around one day, he watches the Wild One with Marlon Brando in it. He decides he wants to do a bike club, and he's able to do this bike club, because it's already a group of them that ride bikes, but they race them like motorbikes or whatever. So So anyway, the story is told from the woman part of this lady's point of view. I'm stumbling all over myself today. Her name is Kathy, and one night in Chicago, Kathy's girlfriend called and said she needs some money. So she gets on the bus, because wasn't no Ubers or nothing then. She gets on the bus and she goes to this bar that she's never been to, or this part of town. And when she walk in, it's all these bikers and stuff, and that's not her crowd. So she drops the money off to her friend, and her friend said, "No, stay a minute." She was like, "Girl, I ain't staying down here with these damn crazy people." So she get to leave. She's leaving, and she see this dude, and she just stare at him because I think she think he's beautiful. So anyway, she goes back to sit down at the table with her friend, and she has a drink. So she's still watching, she leery, she don't want to be there. But the guy that was at the pool table that she saw, whose name is Benny, came to see her. So anyway, they wind up he winds up talking to her, and she want to go home because it's just not her crowd, right? She was like, "I gotta go." So he was like, "Okay, go." So she winds up leaving, and she winds up going on a bike ride with him, and he takes her home. Now, when she left the house, it's probably like 11 o'clock. Now it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And when she comes home, her boyfriend's sitting on the steps. And he mad as hell because she see her getting off the back of this bike. And he like, "What the hell? What?" So, she like, "Hey," and she just going out and lay down. When she wake up the next morning, he's still out there. He don't leave. He never leaves. He stays across the street, and the camera shot all these cigarette butts and stuff on the floor. All these all these cigarette butts on the floor, and I mean, not on the floor, on the ground, and he just leave, and the guy Benny walk across the street, knock on the door, and say, "Hey, what you doing?" And at 5 weeks later, she marries him. So anyway, it's the whole story goes on this thing of brotherhood and how bikers came to be, which was some good history because I didn't know that it was such a big. I wasn't born yet, or I was about to be born. I was baking, so to speak, in my mama oven, but I didn't know that when they came back from Vietnam, it was so much before they came back from Vietnam, the kind of camaraderie that the neighborhoods had with one another. But it shows how bikers became to be bikers. Usually most of them back then, if you were a biker, you like biking, you like being into bikes. So most of them would build their own choppers and stuff, and each person biker like got their own story where they take pieces from here and there and they build it. So it made it really interesting for me. So what happened was it just became so big that chapters was getting out of the way. It concentrated on that. It tells the story from this photographer. He goes to school in Chicago and he wants to be a photographer. So he takes pictures of this biker, these riders that ride together, and he does an interview. But mainly the interview comes from the perspective of one woman, and she just tells the rise and fall of them, how everything went, and it's real interesting, y'all. Y'all know I don't give nothing high marks, not unless I think it deserve it. It didn't have like real high peaks, but it had parts in it that kept you watching it. Okay, this movie. Well, I want to say how long this was. I don't think it was that long. I think it was like 125 minutes. I didn't write the minutes down. I hate that I did that. So anyway, it's some very interesting characters in this movie, and like I said, it's basically the bikers, about their relationship, and it's this triangle relationship between Kathy, Johnny, and Benny, because both Kathy and Johnny love Benny. So, and Benny fine, y'all. So anyway, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with me listening to me tell you the whole damn movie. Man, I didn't, but please watch the movie. It was very, very entertaining. And like I said, I don't just give shit away to nobody. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this 8. 7.5. I give it an 8. Fuck it, I give it an 8 because I love that girl, Jodie Comer. Kathy, I love what she narrate. She's funny in the movie, so could have been anywhere, but she was here with me for 7 minutes and 40 seconds, and I love you for it. Have an awesome Wednesday. Bye now.